You know the really funny part? Most of us spend money trying to look rich. Better clothes, better cars, better phones. But the actually wealthy people, they spend money differently. Not always on things that we can really see or post on Instagram. If you're new here, hi, I'm Sirisha, a CA, and by the end of this video, we'll see 5 things wealthy people actually spend money on, how we can apply them to our lives, and the most important question before any big purchase. So let's get into it. Basically, before any decision that they take, which is expensive to get wrong, they take a good, honest second opinion about it. Not because they're not smart, because they know that being smart is not the same as knowing everything. So they take help of experts and advisors. For example, before entering into a property deal, it goes through the lawyer. Before entering into a big investment, it goes through their accountant. Now you must be thinking, of course they can afford to, but getting an expert opinion is so expensive. So here's the thing. We can use the principle, but not really the money part. Small stuff like asking your friend for help to go through the employment contract because he has experience in it, or sitting with a relative who knows about tax for 20 minutes, or taking the help of a mechanic to do a car check before we hand out the cash. Even in our 20s, we keep making big decisions like which tax regime to pick, which health insurance to take, or about the rental agreement we're entering into. Because all these decisions, they do compound. Take one wrong decision and it doesn't just impact 1 year, but every year on repeat. Now the second point is actually my favorite. They pay money to remove decisions. So for example, they hire people to take care of errands, of admin, of scheduling, so that they can focus on the bigger things. This is mainly because of decision fatigue. Every small decision we take takes away the energy from the big decision that we have to make later. And a lot of people do this in different ways. For example, Barack Obama, when he was the president, he used to wear only blue and grey color suits so that he can focus on bigger calls that day. Steve Jobs and black turtleneck, and Zuckerberg and grey shirts, same principle. Now if we take out the money part and keep only the principle intact, we can actually use it in ways which cost nothing. For example, automatic transfer on the day our salary comes in. Transfer it immediately to investments or savings so that it's out of your way and you don't have to worry about making the decision every time using your willpower. It's a default. Or logging out of an app that you spend a lot of money on so that it creates an extra step for you next time. Or even the people you spend most of your time with. That's the biggest default of all. The next one is skills and access. When was the last time we invested in skills or not something to add in the line of our CV? Like coaching, communication, negotiation, language. And it's not just about skills, but also access. If the right skill can put you in a very different league, and the right access and community can put you in touch with people who can change the trajectory of your life. They not only spend money on skills like learning a new language because a new branch is opening up in a new country, and bonding with the local people there not only builds trust but also results in effective leadership. They also pay money to be in the right communities, workshops, meetings, conferences. Now how we can apply this for our lives is focus on one skill or one room that we want to get access into and focus on it for 6 months before moving on to the next shiny object. Because honestly, learning a skill like communication will help us in our entire career, and learning a skill like negotiation will more than pay for itself in our next salary conversation. If you lose your job tomorrow, you can probably start earning again. But if somebody takes away your ability to show up, to think clearly and to focus, that's the biggest problem. Everything would start falling apart. Because we don't earn money because of a degree or of a job title, but because of our health and our ability to focus. That's the real asset, and everything else sits on top of it. So that's why preventive health checkups, therapy, trainers, that's something that they all spend money for. The stuff that keeps the machine running. And our version of it can just be having one preventive health checkup every year, basic blood work done, going for walks every day, having a fixed bedtime. Simple, easy, boring, but very effective. The last one is the freedom to walk away. Think about it. The opposite of a good deal is not a bad one, but a forced one. Taking up a job because the rent is due, or selling the investments at an all-time low because you really need the cash. And wealthy people make sure that they are never cornered into a decision. So they try to keep as many options as possible. So this can mean entering into a deal which has more flexibility but is less lucrative on paper. They're not buying options, they're buying the freedom to have the ability to say no. And Morgan Housel says, the highest form of wealth is actually the ability to wake up and say, I can do whatever I want today. And that's what people are really buying. And for us, it can be as simple as having an emergency fund 3 to 6 months of expenses in a place which we have easily access to, or having a good insurance cover which will protect us in our future. And this one cushion is the difference between taking up the wrong job because the rent is due and waiting for the right one. So that's it. Okay, spend money on second opinion, defaults, skill, network, health, and freedom. And the one big question, will this protect me? Will this give me room to move? Or will this grow what I earn? That's it. If it's yes, it's worth spending money on. So that's it for this video. I'll see you soon in the next one. Until then, bye bye. If you like this video, make sure to check out the other 2 videos, which I'm pretty sure you like as well.